Well, another review of a Coastal Chili Company product. This is the, and I have to remind myself of the name, Gator Jigsaw Purple Chili Pepper Dried. The worrying bit about this is 2 million Scoville units. And I have never had this chili pepper in fresh form. I'm guessing I'm going to enjoy it next year, not this year. So we'll just have to go for the dried version. I have never eaten an extremely hot dried chili pepper. So I'm going to approach this with some caution because as you bite the pepper, the dried kind of dust comes off and kind of hits your throat and makes you choke a little bit. Bear with me. I shall pause the video 1 second. And as if by magic, I've got tissues. Almost made another very rookie mistake of not having these nearby. This is going to be a hot pepper, guys. This is going to be even hotter because it's dried, I guess, because there's no water to sort of dilute that that heat. Nonetheless, I am excited about getting into this. So let's crack this open. Pull the lid off. All right. Firmly wedged on. There you go. Am I ready for this? I don't know. I don't think I am. Oh, wow, what a smell. Oh, that's interesting. I really wonder now what the smell of the pepper's like. Oh, wow. What? Oh, wow, what? Oh, it's so sweet. There's a little funkiness in there as well. I now realize why I can smell this so well. So I'm going to take the first pepper out. I'm only going to have one. I'm going to take 2 out just in case when I'm eating I want to describe things and refer to it. Here's the 2 chili peppers out in the open. I'm going to close this bad boy back up. Oh my goodness. By the way, little silica gel packet to make sure it remains dry. And a beautiful bit of packaging from the Coastal Chili Company. As I say in the last video, I don't know if this is what it usually comes in. Nonetheless, I'm happy I've got it. So I'm going to put this aside over here. The Gator Jigsaw Purple Chili Pepper, 2 million Scovilles. Now, I could smell it so well because this one has a hole in it. It's cracked open. Let's see if you can see that. And deep inside, the kind of organ of death, all that smell is coming through. See, now on its own, it smells a little bit more like hay, straw, fresh straw. There is a smell of heat. There's an almost prune-like smell to it, that sweetness coming through, but kind of dampened by the smell or presence of hot, of spice. And there's a cherryness, a cherry-like quality to it too. I so want to taste this pepper now. Well, although this is looking a bit more big and hot, I think maybe we should go for this one because it's already broken a little bit. But look at that. Is that not the most beautiful thing ever? Oh my goodness. I know these peppers look quite gnarly anyway before they're dried, so right. Now, as I also mentioned in previous videos, it is not wise to just eat these dry and no protection. So what I'm going to do is just dunk it in water so that some of those dusty parts don't just completely choke me. So here we go. I'm apprehensive. I don't want to get the thing filled with water, so I just gotta make sure I don't fill it up. There we go. I'll move that aside again. Well, There you go. First time I've tried the Gator Jigsaw. Wish me luck. I'm a little worried about this one. Mmm. 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 Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Oh my goodness. That, my friends, touched my lips. My lip is on fire. Don't normally get it on my lips, so this is a new experience to me. Let me get into the flavors right though, because there's a little I mean, what is that? It's kind of a bit funky, to be honest. In a good way, it's lovely. It's a little sun-dried tomatoey, not as much as the striped sugar rush chili that I had before. There's no cherry coming through now, and I was kind of hoping for that. But there is a little bit of prune. Yes, it's actually quite heavily prune. It's quite nice. It has a sort of nulled out taste. There's prune, but it's covered a little bit by fresh hay. And a bit of that sun-dried quality. Not that it is sun-dried, I have no idea. But it has a kind of concentrated, tart, tomato-like taste to it. The burn actually progressed off the lips quite quickly, but it hurt on the lips, I have to say. It's now progressed to the back of my throat, the burn, the heat. But oh boy, my stomach is not agreeing with this. So very much whiskey chest. The heat at the moment is about a 3 out of 10 on the heat scale, maybe slightly under a 3. I'll go for the 3, it's fine. It's making my nose leak. It's very dry heat. A little bit on the kind of midway of the tongue. Actually, quite uncomfortable because it's a ring of the middle on the tongue now. And the throat is just a little bit up on the top, up on the ceiling at the back of my throat as well. It's burning nicely. I think we're still just under a 3 on the heat scale, on my heat scale. Let me think now, because the flavors are progressing. It's funny. The Kang Star Lemon Starburst is a dried pepper that I've tried before, and so is the striped sugar rush chili, or whatever it's called. And they didn't have such prominent flavors. Maybe the Kang Star Lemon Starburst was more prominent than the other one. But this one reminds me of the actual pepper more so, because some of those flavors are a little subdued, even in these super hot peppers, where they reach over millions. I don't think this is 2 million. It feels more like a, well, it's quite hot. Let's say it might be something like 1.456, something like that. Very hard to tell. And obviously I have no idea, right? But it's a little more punchy than your normal pepper. I think a second one would annihilate my stomach. Let's put it that way. So back to the flavor. The hay smell or the hay taste continues to be present, but there is, yeah, just an underlying sweetness. To be honest, there's a black pepper note coming through, which is quite nice. I'm looking forward to having the fresh version of this, I have to say. I think this would be a wonderful pepper in like basically any food, because it's got a very dry heat, and I think that will go so well with really juicy flavors. Like, I can imagine this just some actual chili stew, chili style stew. You know, kidney beans, lots of tomatoes, some tomato puree, really punchy flavor, the dry heat coming through, some black pepper added. Yeah, nice heavily salted dish. Maybe also flaked in some sort of, actually like in a burrito. Yeah, actually that's it. This just reminded me of, I went to Finland. There's a beautiful little cafe. It's called Yuka or something like that. No. Oh, I can't remember. I'll put the link in the description. They're awesome. Just check it out just for the kind of aesthetics of the restaurant. Yuka something. Can't remember. There is a burrito that they serve. It's got quite a dark chili paste in it. And it actually tastes very similar to that sort of dry heat. That's interesting. Interesting comparison for my own point. I think we're now down to like a 2.5 out of 10, though it's lingering fairly well. The stomach is starting to calm down a little bit. It doesn't feel so ferocious. It feels more like a kind of consistent burn. The burn is very, very nice, I have to say. Wow. And I think I have to say a lot, but I have to say this a lot. This is a wonderful, wonderful burn. It's kind of settled on the back of my throat now. There's not as much, I wouldn't necessarily say it's a fruity flavour, but there's certainly a berry driving flavour here. I just wish I could taste that cherry that I could smell in the pepper, because that was a wonderful, wonderful note on the aroma. Yeah, it's progressed into quite a meaty taste as well, because I'm salivating a lot. It's black peppery. So, I mean, umami's pushing it. It's not like the umami flavors I usually get in peppers, in which you can see in previous reviews I've done. I've kind of noted those flavors, but there is a meatiness to it. Not going as far as to say umami, because it's a cross between black pepper being a component in most meats that you would cook with, like steak. Not that they eat the stuff recently. It's just that on steaks you usually put a bit of black pepper. So it's a likening that to that flavor. Yeah, sorry if my description's a little off there. It's been quite a while since I've had a steak, but nonetheless, that and the saltiness as well is it's trying to be umami. Now, there's one more taste going on here. I wanted to say a little licorice earlier, but I don't think it's progressed to that. Wow, what is that? I know what it is. Wow, now that is interesting. It is a little like ginger. Yes, the burn is a little like ginger. It's a kind of bring on the blood kind of burn. It's refreshing. It's a little challenging, but it's making me salivate. Oh yeah, like a can of old Jamaica. That sort of burn you're getting with that. I think the burn is now at a 2 out of 10, and it is flipping wonderful. That is one of the best burns from a pepper. I cannot wait to try a fresh version of this. I don't think this is progressing any further, so apart from rubbing my nose from yes, the obvious, I think I'm going to bid you farewell. But thank you once again for watching. I really hope you have a lovely day. I hope you enjoyed this review. Go check out this company. They do some fantastic dried chilies there. Goodness me, so many to choose from, and other various accessories and products, and maybe even some paintings there as well. Yes, I think there is some artwork. Anyway, check them out, and I'll speak to you soon. Have a lovely, lovely day. Oh, that's typical. I've gone away, I've packed everything up, and I thought to myself, hang on a second. There's an additional flavour coming through at the end. You know, the spice is still lingering. It's maybe like a 0.5 out of 10. That has allowed you know those candies, I think they're called pear drops or something like that, pear drop candy. There's that sort of lingering pear drop taste in the background. And I tell you what, it's flipping delicious. It's flipping delicious. Can you believe it? A dried pepper gives you so many different notes. I had no idea it would be this sort of journey, and I'm quite excited about trying the other 2 dried peppers that I've got. So stay tuned for that one. Have a good one, guys.